The wait is over. The wait is over, and we're here to bring you what Manchester United is going to be doing like in the first 10 fixtures 20 until the 38th fixture that is going to be played onto what we call the 25th of May next year 2025 to see how things really pan out. And here we come with the Man United EPL fixture review that is going to be revealed by the Premier League board. See to it that we bring you the latest news and information as far as everything is really concerned. Welcome to this channel. Smash the like button, comment and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Rokan David is my name, and hope you guys are really having fun all over the world. And here we come with this Premier League fixture coming in through at a moment where Man United has already gone ahead to be told that Erik ten Hag is going to be the manager for the club of Manchester United, and everyone knows that he is still the man, and the contract is set to be agreed on, but it's 95% done, and there are some little clauses that Erik ten Hag is still looking through to obviously come in through and will tell the board, please, I don't want this, all I want this. So that's what Erik ten Hag is all about. But we thank God for the gift of life. The Muslims, Barakallahu fikum. The Christians, we cover you all in the precious blood of Jesus Christ. And it's up to you to let me know whether it's an easy fixture or a hard one into the mix. So continue to subscribe because we want to hit 18,000 subscribers and we are left with like 400 something. Can we please go into the lower right bottom corner, smash the black button, and after smashing the black button, continue to obviously do the needful and really subscribe. In there, you can as well support this channel by buying a super chat for this live or joining what we call the member club of Manchester United. Continue to do the needful. So let's obviously start it off. Man United is going to be the first team to obviously play the first Premier League game of the season on the 16th of August 2024 at Old Trafford. And we've gone ahead to set a record that for the last 8 seasons in a row, we've gone ahead to be opening up at the club of at the stadium of Old Trafford, meaning we've been really holding these games at home. Last season, you all know to it that we went ahead to host a club called Wolverhampton Wanderers at Old Trafford. It was the Monday Night Football, a game that really summed up what we call match day 1 of the season 2023-2024 at Old Trafford. We won it by 1-0, and it was scored by Rafael Varane. But you all remember that there was drama at the end of the game where the referee and the VAR or PGMOL went ahead and apologized to Wolverhampton Wanderers that the foul that the man called Andre Onana had gone ahead to put in was supposed to be a penalty. You understand? We won that game of football by 1-0. Now, when you go to the opening season of Erik ten Hag, we went ahead to open up with a side called Brighton, and we lost to Brighton by 2-1. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer 2021-2022 opened up with a side of Leeds, and that game was won by 5-2. In that game, Paul Lebile Pogba went ahead to obviously do the needful and went ahead to create 4 goals into that fixture. The other one of 2020-2021, Manchester United went ahead to open up with I think it was Crystal Palace, and remember, Palace went ahead to beat us by 3-1. You remember in that game, it was Danny van de Beek scoring on his debut, but we lost by 3-1. 2019-2020, I remember it like yesterday. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer opening up his season with a team called Chelsea. You know, went ahead to beat Chelsea by 4-1. Rashford, Daniel James, and Anton Martial. Rashford had a brace, Anton Martial scored 1, and Daniel James came off the bench and scored a goal to make it 4-1 into that fixture. So those are the last 4-5 starts of the Premier League, and how we've gone ahead to start them at Old Trafford. We've gone ahead to win, I think, that of Chelsea 2019-2020. 2021-2022, we went ahead to win the opening fixture against Leeds by 5-2. Then 2023-2024, we opened up with Wolverhampton Wanderers and won by 1-0. Now, there are two losses that we're going to hit to counter. That of 2020-2021, where we lost to Crystal Palace by 3-1, and that of 2022-2023, where Erik ten Hag lost to Brighton by 2-1. So I believe it's going to be a hard fixture. And remember, this season, Fulham came at Old Trafford and beat us by, I think, was it 2-1? I think it was 2-1, right? For the club of Manchester United. And you remember, we leveled. It was 1-1. Eriksson found himself in a position, and Eriksson and Harry Maguire led to that goal, and it came in late. And Man United conceded late to obviously fail ourselves winning. But I think this being the opener, it really gives us a very huge stand, obviously coming through and putting a shift for the club of Manchester United. So we are going to be opening up on the 16th of August, and it's going to be Man United opening up with Fulham. Then, after that game, we are going to be playing Brighton away from home. It's going to be our second fixture of the season. Third fixture of the season, it's going to be United hosting Liverpool at Old Trafford. Remember, in the first season of Erik ten Hag at Manchester United, this was our third fixture. After Erik ten Hag went ahead to lose to Brighton at home and lost to Brentford away from home, this was Erik ten Hag's first win for the Manchester United in a competitive tournament, and we beat them by 2-1. And here they come at Old Trafford on the 31st of August to really play against Erik ten Hag's army. It's going to be two Dutch managers versing one another. Erik ten Hag taking on Onslaught, bald-headed managers taking on one another into the game of football at Old Trafford. Remember, last season, Liverpool, by the way, didn't beat us. Last season, Liverpool didn't beat us. In the league, 2-2 at Old Trafford, and in the at Anfield, 0-0. In the FA Cup, we knocked them out by 4-3, meaning that if we come in a more organized side, we can cause them all the threat they really deserve and really want to get. Then 4th September, Southampton versus Man United. That's going to be the 4th fixture. 5th fixture, Crystal Palace versus Man United. That is away at the Selhurst Park, 21st. By the way, Erik ten Hag is going to have trouble playing in London. Do you know that? We've only gone ahead to win 2 fixtures away in London, and all of those have gone ahead to come in through when we are beating a side called Fulham. But we haven't gone ahead to win away in London at Spurs, Arsenal, Chelsea, Brentford. You understand? So we need to raise up the occasion and see whether we'll obviously take it to the next level. After that, United will be playing Tottenham Hotspur at Old Trafford, 28th of September. Then on the 5th of October, United will be hosted by Aston Villa, the Villa Park. And went ahead and really beat them there by 3 goals. I think it was by 2-1, all scored by Rasmus Højlund. Then United will host Brentford at Old Trafford. 26th October, West Ham will host Man United at their stadium. Remember, last season, West Ham beat us by 2-0, and I think we can do better this time round. Then 2nd October, Man United will host Chelsea at Old Trafford. We went ahead to beat Chelsea by 2-1. And 9th November, Man United will host Leicester City. Leicester City are the newly promoted side from the Championship. Then Ipswich, another newly promoted side, will be hosting Man United on the 23rd of November 2024. Then Man United will host Everton 30th November 2024. And remember, we want to obviously get one of the young players of Everton from the side of Everton to bring him to the club of Manchester United. That is Gerard Braithwaite. You never know, by that time, if all goes well, he'll be playing against his former side. 3rd December, big game. Africa loves it around the entire world. It's all about Manchester United hosting Arsenal. Oh, sorry, Arsenal is going to be hosting Manchester United away in London on the 3rd of December. You very much know that when we played Arsenal away from home, they beat us by 3-1, and Man United took the lead first, you remember, through Marcus Rashford, and that assist went to Eriksson. Now, after playing Arsenal away, we are going to be hosting Nottingham Forest at Old Trafford, 7th December 2024. Then Man City comes in through on the 4th of December 2024 to host Man United at the Etihad Stadium. When we played there, they beat us by 3-1. But remember, when they came to Old Trafford, they beat us by 3-0. And in the FA Cup that we played, we beat them by 2-1. Then Man United are going to be hosting Bournemouth 21st December, and 26th December Wolverhampton Wanderers is going to be hosting Manchester United at the Molineux. 29th December United is going to be hosting Newcastle. That is going to sum up the first half of the season into the mix. And we played Newcastle at Old Trafford and beat them by 3-2 this season, right? It was 3-2 at Old Trafford. So that will be the end of the first half of the season. We'll rest for the 30th and 31st. Then I think on the 1st, we'll obviously have to play in the FA Cup, right? Because it's played in the opening days of January, and maybe some fixtures are supposed to be moved because of the UEFA Europa League, because we are going to be playing on a Thursday, and some fixtures from the commencement of the UEFA Europa League will be commenced onto Sunday. That is it. Then Liverpool, we start up the year or the calendar year of 2025 with Liverpool at Anfield, 4th January 2025. You very much know that that fixture we played last season ended 0-0. Southampton will come in the mix, 15th January 2025. And then United will host Brighton, 18th January 2025. And this season, Brighton came at Old Trafford and beat us by 3-1. Even in the other previous season, that was a debut season for Erik ten Hag, they beat us by 2-1. But at the end of the season, Erik ten Hag went away at Brighton and beat them by 2-0. Courtesy, I think, Rasmus Højlund, and who got us the first goal? Was it Dalot, right? Then 25th of January, Fulham will entertain Manchester United at the Coventry Cottage. Then 1st February, United will host Crystal Palace at Old Trafford. Then Man United will be hosted by Tottenham Hotspur, 15th February. Then Everton will host Man United on the 25th of February. Then Man United will host Ipswich on the 26th of February. 8th March, United will host Arsenal at Old Trafford. Big encounter. Then Leicester City will host Man United 15th March 2025. Then 1st April, happening to be a Fool's Day, and it will be Nottingham Forest hosting Man United at the City Ground Stadium. Then Man United will host Man City, 5th April 2025. You understand? That's going to be an encounter at Old Trafford. Then 12th April, United will be hosted by Newcastle at the St. James's Park. Then 19th April, Man United will be hosting Wolverhampton Wanderers at Old Trafford. Bournemouth versus Man United, 26th April 2025. And Brentford will host Man United at their stadium, the Community City Stadium, on the 3rd of May 2025. Then Man United, 10th May, will host the side of West Ham at Old Trafford. And 18th May, Manchester United will come up and really host Chelsea. Sorry, we'll play away at Chelsea, and lastly, we'll close up this season of the Premier League with United playing against Aston Villa in what we call the last game of the season on the 25th of May 2025. That's how everything is going to be panning out for the club of Manchester United, and I'm having Silva on 8. It's our time to utilize our chance. The fixtures, it looks somehow simple. All right, I'm having Joel Muller, no lose all games, please. All right, I think that's impossible. Going unbeaten is really the hardest thing to do. But let's first analyze the first 10 games of the season for the club of Manchester United. At home, we are going to be playing Fulham, Liverpool, Tottenham Hotspur, and Brentford. Let me see. 1, Liverpool. 2, Tottenham Hotspur. 3, and Brentford, it's gonna be 4, and then Chelsea 5. So the first 10 fixtures of Man United, we are gonna be having Chelsea at home, Brentford at home, Tottenham at home, Liverpool at home, and Fulham at home. Guys, I think if all goes well and we don't have injuries and bring in players early enough to integrate them in the team of Man United, we can get maximum points from all those games. I believe we can get 15. I repeat it, we can get 15 out of the possible 15 from the opening games, and I would love to see that happen at Old Trafford. Then away from home, Southampton, Crystal Palace, Aston Villa, West Ham, and West Ham and Brighton. So Brighton away from home, I know we can beat them. Southampton away from home, we can beat them. Crystal Palace is always hard, but I think it's high time we broke this dreadlock. We can beat them. Aston Villa away from home, I can call that a draw, though I know we can beat them, but it's really gonna be tricky. And West Ham away from home, I know we can beat them. So for me, out of the 10 games, I see 9 possible wins. The hard game that I'm seeing in there for you is all about there are 2 hard games for me: West Ham and Aston Villa away from home. But the rest of the games, I know we can really get maximum points and really have close to 27 or 26 points out of the possible 30. And I would love Erik ten Hag to have a flying start into this opening season, because we don't have very many rough edges compared to Arsenal. I've been on the Rokani Media Football. I've got to hit a look at the fixture of Arsenal, but in their first 10 games, you know, they're having Man City, they're having Tottenham Hotspur, they're having Chelsea, they're having Aston Villa, and there is another big team they're really having. They're having 5 big games away from home, and moreover, it's going to be them paying a visit. They're going to be on the road, and there is no way you compare the opening 10 games of Arsenal to the opening games of Manchester United. And what Manchester United has to do to obviously set pace, we have to see to it that we win like 8, of our opening Premier League games, and or else draw 1. If we have 25 points out of the possible 30, it will be good to go. But out of those games, I've gone ahead to note out West Ham and Aston Villa as the hard games. But if Erik ten Hag can have his fully fit squad, I tell you, we can get 30 out of the possible 30 points from all those games. It's not that I'm deluded, but I know what it means when we are having a fully fit squad for the club of Manchester United. I don't want to come in here and obviously sell a lie. You get? I don't want to come here and really sell a lie, but I tell you, United can win all its games. If we get in the signings we want on time, right, I think the top 10 fixtures for the club of Manchester United are really great. We can really get 10 out of 10 because I only see one hard team at home, that is Liverpool. But Fulham, Tottenham Hotspur, Brentford, you get? I don't find them hard teams. Even Chelsea for me, you know? It's not all that the hard team because Chelsea is the 10th team. It's going to be the 10th team or the 10th match that we're going to be playing. So, we just need to get in our players first. After getting in our players, then we'll obviously have a very huge goal at these opponents that we're going to be facing in here onto the Rokani, onto the United Matters channel. And I think the fixture is really favorable for the club of Manchester United, and I know even you, the fans of Man United, are really very excited about this fixture. Now, let's do the last 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, let's do the last 10 fixtures. Now, Leicester City is gonna be the 10th game, the 10th last game for the club of Manchester United, and we are playing them away. Then 1st April, Nottingham Forest, we are going to be playing them away from home. That is the 9th fixture for the club of Manchester United, 9th last fixture for the club of Manchester United. Then there is Manchester United hosting Man City. It's going to be the 8th last fixture for the club of Manchester United. Then the 7th last fixture for the club of Manchester United is going to be Newcastle versus Manchester United. We'll be playing away at St. James's Park. Then the this is the 6th, right? The 6th last fixture for the club of Manchester United. We are going to be hosting Wolves at Old Trafford on the 19th of April. The 5th last fixture for the club of Manchester United is going to be Bournemouth away, 26th April. The 4th last fixture for the club of Manchester United will be played on the 3rd of May, 2025, Brentford versus Manchester United, playing away at the Zing Community Stadium. The 3rd last fixture for the club of Manchester United will be at Old Trafford, 10th May, 2025, as we host a team called West Ham. The 2nd last fixture of the season for the club of Manchester United, the Premier League, is going to be played on the 18th of May, 2025, Chelsea versus Manchester United. That game that ended dramatically, leading it by 3-1. Chelsea came in, leveled, and they went ahead to win by 4-3. And lastly, the fixture that is going to sum up our Premier League season will be played on the 25th of May, 2025 at Old Trafford, and United is going to be playing against Aston Villa at Old Trafford. Big encounter. When you look at the last 10 games, I think we are having Chelsea, Man City, who else? Chelsea, Man City. I'm looking at the hard ones. Chelsea, you can talk Chelsea, Aston Villa, Man City, right? So, and Man City is coming at home, Aston Villa is coming at home, and even Chelsea. Oh, for Chelsea, you're going to be playing them away from home. There is Newcastle also, a little bit tricky, but will depend on how. Would have gonna hit obviously Ganga, but I know we can really do the needful and really cause havoc to any team that is going to be crossing our face into the mix. So that is it coming in from those fixtures. Now I'm having Fred Kabaya. We have to show that we are now strong. Yeah, we have to show that we are strong enough, and we have to get in the players as soon as possible. There is Gordon Muhwezi, live from Barara, Western Uganda. Thank you, my brother, for watching it through, and it's always nice having it on this channel. And I'm having Apostle John Arik Ministries, my brother. I think if Ineos will really give Eric Ten Hag good players that he wants, we will be in the best position to tell the world what we are capable of doing. Obviously, if Ten Hag is backed with like 4-5 players in, for example, 2 central defenders, 2 CDMs, and 1 striker for starters, I think that sets us into a very good mode. Because when you look at the targets that Manchester United is looking at, Gerard Braithwaite and Todibo for me, if they come in through as central defenders, and we keep Amrabat on a permanent, then we get in another central midfielder, maybe Yao Neves, or Onana, or Fofana, Zubimendi maybe. That will be something great. And maybe getting an Ivan Toney or Zekzi, I think will be good to go. If we sell Aaron Wan-Bissaka, we'll find ourselves in a position of really doing the needful and obviously getting to where we deserve to be as a club of Manchester United. So that's exactly what is happening at the club of Manchester United, and I think you are enjoying the mix of what we call the transfer window. We are going to be dropping news anytime from now. After this live, I really wanted to come live and talk to you, and I think I'm going to be coming more live more often to obviously have something to talk to you the viewers of this channel. So Adepare Opeyemi is telling me we need new guys. Obviously we need new players. We need new players, and that's why Ineos is really working tooth and nail to see to it that they deliver players to Erik ten Hag as soon as possible, because the demand has gone ahead to be shown and Erik ten Hag is wanting to do the needful. But you can as well support this channel by buying a super chat or by becoming a member. So support us by doing so. Nicholas TVKE, that is in Kenya. I believe we can cook the EPL if all goes as planned. United Matters channel is my home. Nicholas Kathenya from Kenya. Thank you, Nicholas. I too believe that Manchester United can really shock the world. If we get in players, and we don't have as many injuries as we did have last season, I said this and people laughed at me. United can compete for the trophy, because this is something that very many managers at Man United have been calling in for, and they haven't gone ahead to get it. The third season that helps you really get out all these players, phase them out, and really get in others that you want. For example, Erik ten Hag has phased out very many players, and in this summer we expect a lot to be phased out. Bissaka, Harry Maguire, Lindelof, Casemiro, Eriksson, Scott McTominay has gone. Rafael Varane has gone. Martial has gone. Scott McTominay might leave. We expect Erik ten Hag to have an exodus of close to 10 players this season. And if all goes well, Erik ten Hag might have a team next season that plays the opening game against Fulham, when most of those players have been signed by Erik ten Hag, like other teams have gone ahead to do. If at all you really reflect well what has gone ahead to happening at the side of Arsenal, Man City, how you phase out those players and really get in new ones. And we might see Onana in goal, Dalot right back, Luke Shaw left back, Gerard Braithwaite and Lisandro Martinez in the central defense, Amrabat and Kobe Mainoo into the double pivot, Bruno Fernandes playing as a central attacking midfield, Garnacho playing as a right forward, Rashford playing as a left forward, Rasmus Højlund leading the line. In all that team, there will only be Dalot, Luke Shaw, Bruno Fernandes and Rashford, players that Erik ten Hag never went ahead to buy and found them at the club of Manchester United. But Onana, Gerard Braithwaite, Lisandro Martinez, Amrabat, Kobe Mainoo, Alejandro Garnacho and Rasmus Højlund will be players that Erik ten Hag has gone ahead to usher into the team of Manchester United. You understand? So that's the level that we need to get to. And the moment we get to that level, then we would have gone ahead to reach what we call the harvesting side. When Arsenal we are coming into the season of 2022-2023 where they launched a very huge title challenge to Man City, very few people believed in Arsenal, but on the channel, the sister channel to this United Matters known as Rokani Media Football, I predicted that Arsenal are going to be some of the favorites to obviously compete with Man City, and people were like, Rokani, you're deluded. But when the season started, 15 games in, 20 games in, people were like, Rokani, you are really spot on. And I'm saying the same thing at Manchester United fans. If United gets right and improves the physio side to give Erik ten Hag his players all readily available, we can easily compete for the trophy, because we were less by 30 points, and those 30 points can easily be fetched in to take it to 90 and compete with Arsenal, Man City, Liverpool, and maybe the other team, you know. So Man City, Liverpool, Chelsea, and Man City, Man United, Arsenal, and Liverpool can all be into the title race if at all we put in the best of performances that we deserve to be in, as far as keeping our players physically fit. I'm having Anzuku Lewis, selling and buying should be our priority. That is it. If we get this summer transfer window right, I tell you, we are gonna shock the world. We are gonna shock the world. You understand? The world is really gonna get shocked, and no one is really gonna remember that Erik ten Hag was really gonna be short-sacked. And I know there are those that really want Erik ten Hag to have a very worst start of the season. To see to it that they say, we told you he should get sacked. He should get sacked, and you kept him here. Shame upon you. We are opening up with the Fulham at Old Trafford. We are going away to Brighton and then hosting Liverpool. Our top 10 games are really easy catches for Erik ten Hag to obviously instill or mark his ground firm on the ground of Old Trafford and Ineos, to see to it that all goes on well as to plan. So guys, thank you Silva Onyeit for watching in through, Joel Mulea for watching in through, Fred Kabaya for watching in through, and Gordon Muhwezi, Apostle John, Arik Ministries, then Adepare Opeyemi, Nicholas Kinya, and Anzaku Lewis for watching in through. Guys, that has been the fixture. You can as well continue showing me your thoughts into the comment section below. We are gonna be coming to talk to you in a nick of time. I sign out for now. See you later, and I cover you all in the precious blood of Jesus Christ. May the living to God bless you abundantly. Rock and David is my name. I'm out, and see you in the next 2 hours to come. Bruno Fernandes and Diego Dallo are in action tonight in the Euros as Portugal plays